On this episode of Daniel Talks About a Video Game, Metroid Randomizer. Metroid Dread Randomizer. If you haven't heard about it, you'll have to now. You can't click off this video. I just really enjoyed the randomizer that I just did on stream last Sunday on twitch.tv. You don't care, let's just move on. Metroid Dread. If you don't know what Metroid Dread is, I really won't explain it here. Like, actually, if you watch this video and you don't know what Metroid Dread is, maybe just play the normal game first, I guess. Item randomizer. It randomizes the items in the world. It gets very complex when every item is somewhere else. Sometimes. Mostly. Especially if you're used to playing a game in a certain way and suddenly things are all over the place. It really messes with your brain. But let's just jump right in. The randomizer was a little bit complex to set up. You do it with Randomania, which is I think some sort of program from people. So of course it's like open source and people can use it. Or maybe it's not open source. Either way, you get a software from someone else, you set it all up, you do the whole thing. And it's very complex to set up. It's overall very time consuming, which is understandable because you're working with an emulator, but also it's a software that someone else made that isn't finished, that is like feels a little bit alpha, but it still does the job very well, because keep in mind it's all free, so I didn't have to pay for it. I'm still very happy it exists, but even the document on how to set things up isn't fully explained, especially the last thing doesn't even explain what to do. Anyways, this is not an installation guide. Just keep in mind, if you want to try this yourself, it will take time. You will bash your head against something probably, or at least I did. And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. That's just how it is, you know, with all these free programs and things. I have this mic said, you piece of poopy head. Well, again, the Emmys don't care right now, so they will go to places they shouldn't. Because we wouldn't see an Emmy right there in that corner. So yeah, they're kind of like unlocked Emmys. So, oh my god, what is this? Wait, isn't that a suit? Wait, hold the flippin'. Oh, that is Space Jump. Oh my god, we got Space Jump. For now, let's keep it like this. What are you? Nothing acquired. What? Wait, what? I already enjoyed Metroid Dread a lot before I started streaming it, and now I streamed the rookie mode, then I played hard mode on stream, and I even went full 100%, and now I just loved it again. In a different way though, because it's randomized, so it's not the normal game. I actually had to completely think differently because, well, items are in a different location, and I had to think of, wait, if I can't go this path, maybe I can go this path with the ability I have now. And if that works, I could go this way. It's super interesting to you rewire your brain a little bit because you're so used to going through the game after like 4, 5, 6 times that you really have to rethink everything. And keep in mind, I also didn't play like a super hard randomizer. It was mostly a semi-easy one. I also didn't do any glitches because most glitches would just hurt my little thingies. Flash shift. Okay. Okay. And we can save. Wait, is that a good idea that I just saved? No, I think we're good. Oh, can't go here. You're really in my way. Have I mentioned this? You're you piece of crap. I hate you so much. Stop. No! No! Ah! You blocked my door, you bitch! It was actually so enjoyable, I might even play another rando offline. It also made me rethink playing other games with randomizers in them. A little caveat is, I wish there would be an option to only mix major items and not minor items. But that would also limit things on how to progress, especially if you can't do any speedrun tricks. So for example, if I only want the charge beams, or overall every beam kind of mixed up, that isn't really possible, I think. Maybe it's also on me, but again, this is a free software, so maybe in an update in a month, this is exactly what we get. But even in the way the Randomania program randomizes items, it still showed me how open Metroid Dread really is. It's not as open as Hollow Knight though, but we also have to keep in mind that Hollow Knight has some sort of soft save, so you can quit the game after having received that item, and you still have that item. You're just back at the last bench you saved. So that helps Hollow Knight a lot when it comes to soft locking. Or, well, not soft locking, which happened, I think, a few times. Spider Magnet! There it is! There it is. Alright. I'm fine with that. Okay. Well, I can't go out here, because I don't have Storm Missiles or Megalol. But we found Spider Magnet, and we have the Metroid DNA. That's awesome. Problem is, I think I'm stuck now. Here. Because I can't get up here. Are you serious? Well, item randomizer, boys. We go back to the last save. What was the last save? We pretty much lost an hour of progress right now. We know where stuff is, but we have to go it all the way again. It's really strange in Metroid Dread. I constantly feel like I'm getting soft lock wherever I go, so that's a bad feeling. Maybe that can be solved, or maybe that was just me playing the game. Still, there is some logic to the rando, so you can kind of understand the rando probably the more you play it. So you realize, oh, okay, if the rando kind of puts me here, it probably wants me to go there, right? Still, soft locking probably isn't a big deal if you just, you know, go with the flow. Kind of like with most randomizers, I guess. I could also just lower the difficulty, and then it's probably really easy and still different than like a normal playthrough. Another thing I wanted to mention, which was an addition from the randomizer, was Metroid DNA. So if you haven't played Metroid Dread, first of all, what are you doing here? Second, you kind of unlock the Metroid DNA inside Samus. It's not an item in the game, but that's kind of like the story behind it, right? She unlocks her Metroid DNA, which then allows her to get to, well, the end of the game. But in an item randomizer, this isn't really the case, because you can just get power bombs from a different location. I, for example, got power bombs really early on in Artaria, which is the first area of the game. Oh, it's a progressive wait, what? Oh, it's ice! Oh, I forgot right, I could actually grab this. What is this? Progressive suit! Warrior! Awesome, sweet. This is massive, boys. This is thick. Let's go. Could have been a beam. Why are you here? What the fuck? So it's nice to have like this addition of Metroid DNA, like 3 major items like keys, similar to the Metroid Prime games, that unlock the final fight. It's also nice that the nav rooms, or navigation rooms, whatever you want to call them, they tell you where the items can be found, but also only the first time you activate the room itself. It tells you where stuff is. Well, also the Metroid DNA. But overall, I love that nav rooms just tell you where stuff is. I think you can even turn that off if you don't like that. Moving past that, a little bit of a negative thing when it comes to the randomizer, and that might be because, you know, it changes how the game works, it maybe changes how items work, I don't know, but the hearts, you know, the little red things, whatever the heck they are, in the walls that you can explode with a diffusion beam, or just shooting them if they're on the edge, or with a wave beam, you can, I think, destroy those with a power bomb, but sometimes you can't. And that either made me think, okay, this is not the way to go, and that also kind of like limited my way of thinking, because sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, so I didn't really know, can I use this as a tool in my, you know, little toolbox, or is this just not a way to progress? Like, sometimes I exploded 4 power bombs, nothing happened, then I went away, came back, and then it worked. It's really strange. I hope this can be solved, because this is just a feels bad moment, where you think you can progress, but then you can't, but then you go away and come back and then you can, and you're like, wait, now I can progress? Wait, where did I leave before where I couldn't progress even though I could? You know what I mean? Like, it messes with your head. No, it doesn't destroy it now, I swear to God. Is this maybe a bug? I feel like that's a bug. Now it works. Okay, we figured out it's just dumb. All right, got it, perfect. So every single one of these blocks needs to be destroyed. So maybe the first time you see it, it needs to unload itself and load itself in again to kind of be breakable. Okay, that's dumb. That's dumb AF, because you wouldn't know that. You expect it to work. Frick! That's a... Yo, anybody got freaking Phantom Cloak for me? Because I need it now. Omega lol. Forgot about this one. Oh, heck... No, it's a soft lock. Well done, game. Well done, game. Well done. You got me there. Another thing that I'm not quite sure how it works. Maybe it's explained somewhere. Probably. But, you know, I'm me and reading is hard. Omega lol. The triggers. For example, like the experiment fight. I don't know how they work. You know, when do I fight it? Is it when I go to a certain area in the game? When I unlock certain items? When I do certain things? Like, I don't know what the trigger is, right? When can I fight the experiment? That's kind of not really obvious. Maybe some sort of like in-game pop-up or notification on the bottom right that says experiment is now able to fight or something along those lines. So you do not trigger yet. What the fuck? It literally just triggered. Have you seen the room change? Right when I went into it, I saw the change in rooms. Like the color and everything, and even it froze together and everything, and I was like, wait. Besides getting stuck multiple times because of a Pepega, for example, I think I went to the warrior suit, and then I couldn't progress. No, wait, I think I could have progressed, but... No, wait, I could... I'm trying to think right now of the possibilities and realize certain things that I didn't do, but couldn't do. It's so weird. So, I went to the warrior suit thinking, alright, let me get my warrior suit, or look where, you know, what warrior suit has, or the, you know, the Chozo statue. But then, when I went to it, it just had health. I mean, health is nice, but one... At this point, I think I knew that I can open these charge doors with power bombs. That's also something the game doesn't tell you. It's a little bit experimentation, which is fine. And second, I didn't have a power bomb to open it. That was also the problem. And third, heat is a thing. I didn't have warrior suit yet. So I would have, I'm pretty sure I would have died if I would have gone through that area. So it's really strange. So in the end of the day, I just soft locked myself, and I had to like reset to the last check. No, sorry, it's not the last checkpoint, because I think the checkpoint would have been right there. They're still very much hurt. Just keep in mind, we don't have oh my god, how do I do this fight now? Wait. Oh no. Oh no. Yo, can I get Spider Magnet at some point, please? That's gravity suit. How the flip do we get this? So a couple shortcuts now. How the flip are you down there? I can also just, you know, block you. What's this? Bomb! Oh! I never coomed so hard. Sorry. Let's go. What are you? Screw attacks! 4 seconds later. Holy mother of God. Yeah, we are gods now. Boom! Let's move past that and go to a different thing that softlocked me a few times, I think, in my tests. And I was very scared of getting softlock again. I think it happened once or twice. Phantom Cloak. Phantom Cloak, if you don't know, is you need to activate it to go past these doors that kind of like sense movement. And when they sense movement, they close the door. So you need Phantom Cloak to get invisible. If you don't have Phantom Cloak, you are fricked. So if you go to an area that requires Phantom Cloak and you don't have it, it's over. You cannot get out. Worst case, you might even have a checkpoint right there, for example, after fighting the doggo boss, and then you're extra screwed, because now you fought the doggo boss, hope you would get a cool item, but then you didn't get an item, and then the checkpoint is right there, and then you can't get out, because there are 2 doors, with both having the Phantom Cloak thing at the doors. It kind of sucks. Again, this is just a limitation of Metroid Dread, because it's not meant to be this open, like Hollow Knight. But on the other side, if you don't do this kind of stuff and are a little bit careful, it's still incredibly open. And in the end, I didn't even get Phantom Cloak. Like, this, my god, Phantom Cloak was really my nemesis in the game. It was, hey, it's a pretty good beam. It's fucking wave beam, boys. Because we have charge beam, we have a lot of other abilities. We now have wave beam, which also will make destroying these blocks, you know, with, hello? My Switch crashed, guys. Oh no, no, not my Switch. To not drag this out even longer, I can highly recommend playing Metroid Dread with an item randomizer. It's so much fun. And if you're like, okay, cool, Daniel, thanks for the video, bro. I'm gonna go now. No, wait. I need more watch time. No, memes aside, think about a game that you love, like really, really enjoy. And think about, or just Google it, or, you know, or Bing it. Bing AI it. Sorry, I had to throw some AI in this video. Maybe there's an item randomizer for the game you enjoy. Because I'm 90% sure there are Dark Souls randomizers because I watched them before. And I'm 99% sure there's already an Elden Ring randomizer since over a year. So go try those out. Maybe it will reignite the love for a game that you had or still have. Because if you can't love real people, maybe you can love the game again. Jesus Christ. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. I don't know how to end this video. Hope you have a great day. I will not cut this outro. Nope. Goodbye.